In today's episode, we're going to cover the Tesla mission is still onto the table and they're reducing prices in Australia. We can see that Tesla is now moving towards India's market, which is fantastic news. And the global EV sales are up 12% in March and down 9% in Europe. China is exporting so many EVs that they need more ships. Welcome, my friends. You are watching the Better Future channel where we are all about spreading positivity, sharing knowledge, and having a good time together. We can see that the continued rise of EVs is driven by the market forces, government policies, the desire of people to have a cleaner vehicle that is cheaper to run, that is more efficient to run, that is really safe, and of course, it's very quiet. The EV sales in the world continues to grow. New markets are opening up, and we're going to discuss this into today's episode and so much more. In the meantime, if you like my content, please like and subscribe as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Let's dive in. So we can see the latest news that Model Y price and specs are obviously revealed and that there are new prices for the SUV in Australia and they can be up to 8,500 cheaper. Now in 2024, Tesla Model Y has received price cuts ranging between 1,500 and 8,500 in Australia. And this is really good because this is what is all about Tesla mission and how they want to popularize electric vehicles. The transformation between fossil fuel industry towards the electrification and renewable energy is going full steam ahead. As you can see that the prices will rise and they will continue to be cut down. Now, it seems that we are having a good news for the Indian market as well. As it seems that Tesla Gigafactory in Berlin is about to start producing right-hand vehicles for the market in India. Hopefully we're going to see some exports there and let's see how the Indian market is going to accept electric vehicles and especially Western electric vehicles. Sources close to the matter are saying that Giga Berlin has commenced production and they will start producing right-hand side vehicles and it will be probably sent, they will be probably manufactured and sent to India. And of course, we need to address the elephant in the room and how much the EV sales are going across the world. And we can see that there is a 12% steady growth in the whole world. There is some demand reduction in Europe. I believe that this is a temporary thing and that the car companies there will catch up with producing cheaper electric vehicles. So I think it's just a very temporary, seasonable thing that is going to change. And also we can see that the Chinese and the US market has managed to compensate for the reduced growth in Europe. That's again another win for the earth. The more electric vehicles we have, the cleaner air we are breathing. And of course, Chinese electric vehicle manufacturers continue to break records and produce electric vehicles, so they are going to need a lot more ships to export them to Europe and North America. Currently, the Chinese fleet is only around 33 car-carrying ships, while we can see that Norway, Japan and South Korea has like a lot more. And for example, Japan has 284 ships. So I believe that things are going to start shifting and China will be the biggest exporter of electric vehicles. We can clearly see that the market is changing across the world. We do know that the government policies are also dictating the transition between fossil fuel economies towards the renewable energy economies. And a big part of this is the heating of homes, manufacturing, and of course vehicles. So if we look at the vehicles that are electric, they are much cleaner than anything else on the market at the moment, and they are scalable products. now some of the companies that are producing electric vehicles are actually making them very profitable, and this will be Tesla, this will be BYD, and I'm sure that others will come around with their profits. And of course, there are some that are still scaling, and they're producing fantastic vehicles. So we're going to see what is going to happen with them. Some of them are not going to make it, unfortunately, but some will. Legacy automakers are also trying to kind of use the profits from their internal combustion engine vehicle sales towards their electric vehicle sales. Are they going to be successful? We're going to find out. However, at the moment, in the Western countries, especially in the USA, we can see that this is the Tesla world and everybody else is paying rent. So I look forward to find out what is going to happen with the electrification. But the global global fleet needs to be 100% electric. We need to move towards electrification, towards renewable energy, because otherwise scientists are warning that if we don't make this transition and cut the greenhouse emissions to zero till year 2050, then the air we're breathing, the climate we are currently enjoying will be in a regress, and there will be no point backwards to where we are living now. This means a human catastrophe. That means that when people are saying to you now that the electric cars demand is going down, this is not the case, because there will be so many levers that electric vehicles manufacturers can pull, and so much efforts can be put towards electrification that even governments will have to increase their incentives. I don't believe this is the case, because I believe the electric vehicles are already under average new sales of an internal combustion engine price, which means that we're going to see these vehicles to be slightly cheaper than the average internal combustion engine car, and this price parities will start to increase within the next coming months and years. The electric car batteries will go down in value, and down in price, and this obviously is going to reduce the price of the vehicles. And also the features that electric vehicles have are so compelling that people are willing to even pay premium in order to get it. So we are going to stay tuned, and we're going to track down the progress, but we do know that if the interest rates comes down and the summer is coming closer, people might be waiting, they're delaying sometimes their purchase because they're expecting a cheaper vehicles. Let's see what's going to happen. Until then, stay tuned, like and subscribe the video, and I'll see you in the next one.